Namaste. This is Dr. Gayatri Harikumar here. So, when I was thinking about as to how we have to improve our mental wellness and health during this COVID times, I only think that the spirituality and the strong belief in our religion is the only source that would give us lifelong bliss and happiness to overcome any kind of grief and sadness. So I know that all of us are facing financial crisis, economic crisis, job crisis, health crisis. Some people might have lost their dear ones. Some might be really worried about their job losses. Some might be worried about as to what their future would be because they might not have got into any employment. Some aged people might not be having any close dear ones to console them and say that we are with you in these times. So, as a teacher, as a person who has strong belief in Sanatana Dharma, my love for Bhagavatam, Mahabharata, and Ramayana is very high. So, in order to live the spirit of people who have some belief in Sanatana Dharma, I just would like to share few points from Mahabharata. Mahabharata is considered to be the fifth Veda, and it is the source of the five major gems that we have got for life. That is, Mahabharata has given us the five famous precious gems. That is the Yaksha Prashna, Vidura Niti, Sanat Sujatiyam, Vishnu Sahasranamam, and the Bhagavad Gita. As you all know, Yaksha Prashnam is where Vidura answers the questions of the Yaksha and regains the dead bodies of his brothers and brings them back to life. Vidura was the brother of Dhritarashtra. In Vidura Niti, Vidura is talking about the dharma or the righteous principles that one has to follow. Then we have the Sanat Sujatiyam, where the good principles or the morals for life are prescribed. Then we have the Vishnu Sasanamam that we chant daily, the 1,000 names of Vishnu, and it is believed to be a powerful mantra which will help us to attain salvation. The final one is the Bhagavad Gita. You may think that why in this Kali Yuga I am talking about Mahabharata, which happened in Dwapar Yuga, because Bhagavad Gita was given by Lord Krishna and it was advice given in the Kurukshetra war field. It was given at the end of the Dwapar Yuga. That is where we were just trying to step into Kali Yuga. So, in that, Lord Krishna has given lots of advice because Arjuna was ready, the Pandavas were ready to fight the Kauravas. But all of a sudden in the war field, Arjuna was reluctant because he didn't want to fight because he saw his grandfather Bhishmacharya, his Acharya Guru Dronacharya, his Nadaracharya Kripacharya, and all his relatives, brothers like Duryodhana and other brothers. So he didn't want to fight his relatives. So Krishna told that you have to fight because this is your duty. So when Krishna was giving the Bhagavad Gita, he was telling that Arjuna, you have to do your duty. So I'm just going to a small slide where the essence of Bhagavad Gita was given by Krishna as to whatever has happened for good. So we in Sanatana Dharma are supposed to be living for many we've taken many births, so we don't know when we were born, when we started taking many births. So this is just another drama or another janmam where we've taken birth. And so I think that if we take in the sense of a drama the happenings in the world, we will gain more spiritual strength and not try, because whatever has happened for good means we will be able to think that okay, this has happened for my good, COVID has happened for my good, I think I will get some learning outcomes out of it, I will turn out to be a strong individual, I will, it will make me a good person as such. So that kind of a learning can come. Second point, whatever is happening is happening for good. So first one, whatever has happened in March, April, that is already gone. We cannot do anything about it. Now we are in June, so we can always say that whatever is happening today is happening for my good. At least God has given me good health and good people around. He has given me meal three times a day. So you can think of all the good things that has God has given you and reassure that you will come out stronger out of this crisis. The third thing is whatever will happen shall also happen for good. So if we have a optimistic take on our future only, we can gain strength, come out in a confident manner, be resilient, and then face all the challenges posed by life in a very strong manner. The fourth one, Krishna says, what you have lost that you cry for. All of us know that when we were born, we just came with an empty hand. So when we are going to go to the grave, we will not take anything. So if we lose something, I think it's easy said and done. But yes, of course, even if you lose 100 rupees or 1,000 rupees, you tend to sit and cry for some time. But the challenge here is you have to cry, but you have to come out of that situation immediately and look at another way where you can recuperate and come more stronger and face the other part of the life. What did you bring that you lost? The same thing. You didn't bring anything. Everything was created by the creator. We are just custodians. We are just taking care of the property left by God. That is the nature and all the things. So if you don't own anything, then I think you will not, if you're not an owner, if you don't have that ownership feeling, then you will use it judiciously and give it back to God when you're leaving this mortal life. The next one, sixth one is what did you create that was destroyed? Yes, I have not been created. My like the example given in Bhagavata is that of mud. The mud is shaped into pot. That is how we are made up of five Panchabhutas. That is Akash, Vayu, Agni, then it is Prithvi, and Akasha, Vayu, Prithvi, Agni, and Earth. So when you're seeing that our body is made of all these Panchabhutas, when you leave this world, then the body will be put in a fire or in Agni, and you will go back to your original stage of being the mud. So you have not created anything, you have not destroyed. You have taken a certain form in a life, and you have taken this role of, say, a man, a woman, a teacher, a student, X, Y, Z. So you are supposed to play your role in a right and just manner and leave this mortal life with a sense of happiness and completion with no kinds of regret. Next, you came empty handed and you will go empty handed. Yeah, that's known to everybody. We didn't bring anything. We cannot, because you have, you would have heard about the famous English quote given by all the European kings who said that even the richest of all the kings was taken to the grave even without any kind of gold or any kind of diamond or precious gems which was hidden or which was put in his grave, because he was just dumped into the grave inside the mud. So we didn't bring anything. We are not going to take anything. So the ultimate challenge in all of us is to how we live in this phase of life by right from our birth till our death. So we have to follow certain principles. Dharma principles or the dharmic principles will help us to lead a pious life and reach the God and his feet, that is the salvation. And the next thing is whatever is yours today was somebody else yesterday, and it will be somebody else tomorrow. Yes, of course, I'm in a certain job. Tomorrow, somebody might come and take the place. Yesterday, somebody would have sat in my place. So, the world is a revolving cycle. So, after, for example, I'm staying in a house. I don't know what will happen. I don't know who was staying in this house 20 years before. I don't know who will stay in this house after 20 years. So, all these properties that we are accumulating are just temporary, and we are just going to remain in this life as a mortal human being. Mortality means, yes, I am sure to face the death. So, I will face in this period, short span between the birth and the death, I will do something that will be useful for the mankind. So if you have all these kinds of positive feelings and religious inclination, definitely you are going to stay motivated. You will not complain about the weaknesses, or you would not complain about the shortcomings or any things that you lack in life. You will come out stronger. You will try to build up on your skills. You will try to think of all the positive things, positive people, opportunities that are available for you, and come out in a stronger manner. So I would end this small spiritual share with a shloka where in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna tells Arjuna that you do Sharanagati, you will attain salvation. The shloka here goes like this: Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Moksha Ishyami Ma Suchaha. So I hope that this will bring peace into your life and you will all be happy individuals. Thank you.